What?
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing our first podcast.
First episode.
What's up, guys? This is the Duda
Celis
podcast.
And Alex.
And today, our first guest is going to be Alex Styrczula.
Yep.
It's currently
7:23.
7:23 on October 25th.
Happy birthday, Scott.
Happy birthday, Scott Miranda, dude.
Damn right.
So,
Joker just became the highest grossing R-rated movie of all time.
Which one did?
Joker? We've all seen it, no?
I haven't seen the Joker.
Are you gonna see it?
I want
think
to.
Heath Ledger's better.
You're wrong.
I
think you're wrong.
I genuinely think Heath Ledger's a better Joker.
Why?
Y'all want some celery?
It's an ASMR video. No, I think Joaquin Phoenix is the best Joker.
I think
by
Heath
far,
Ledger's
actually.
better. Heath Ledger's had that weird.
The big difference is that Heath Ledger had Batman, so he was a supporting character and he had someone to lean on. But Joaquin Phoenix carries the entire movie. The second time I saw the movie, I literally was like there only to count scenes to see if he was not in one, and there was not a single scene that he's not in it. The entire movie, which makes sense, but I mean.
Yeah, so I have yet to see the Joker movie, but
we won't say spoilers.
Planning on it soon. Yeah,
it's really good. It's really good. Scott walked out about 4 minutes before it ended.
I was scared.
Scott was scared.
Speaking of Scott, today's his birthday.
Yeah.
Today was also the boys were the regional champs.
Boys brought him home.
No, regional champs.
That wasn't regionals. I think they played that together.
I don't know. Today was the first regionals game.
They won 3-1.
They won 3-1.
Like the Vatican City or whatever.
It was pretty good. And then they had that. Oh, Alex, you're gonna knock the mic.
We had Pope St. Francis playing on the field.
And then they had that stupid cop that was like trying to.
Oh yeah, we almost got kicked out of an LHS soccer game. That was fun.
Yeah.
For being disrespectful, for cheering for our own team.
Yeah, and even Mr. Young was like, "Quiet down, guys." Like,
is that a
shut
crime
up,
to cheer on for your own team?
John Young, eat my ass, dude. Straight up. Just kidding.
I know you want that, but
JY, you're my boy.
Yeah, it's a little sus. I don't know.
try celery too. I haven't had celery in a while.
So I just bought a film camera, 35mm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What are you gonna
That's
shoot
a
with
lot
that?
of money for a camera.
Is that your entire cinema studies career going to that camera?
No, it doesn't record film.
What?
It's a still camera.
Oh, the thing that takes like the little.
With film cartridges?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why would you buy one of those, not a regular like DSLR?
Because I wanted one anyway, and DSLR cameras are expensive as hell, bro.
Oh.
Like even the cheap, like I was gonna get a T3i, but it's like $180 for just the body, and then you have to get the lens and you have to get all the things that you need to film like with actual
Get a
quality.
red camera.
Yeah, dude, red. Those are only like $50,000 or something.
Yeah,
like that.
especially the ones that like all the actual.
Trading that
characters.
for, dude. You're
Trading the Ford.
almost halfway there.
I can almost put a down payment on a red camera.
Yeah.
It's like what everybody uses now, though.
Yeah.
Like all the
That's what I remember.
Movie
MKBHD started with those.
Yeah.
And like it like blew up YouTube because he was shooting in like 8K when 720p was like
I remember
the norm.
I remember what his videos were insane, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
they
even-
still are. Did you see this latest video where he went from like
haven't
he
watched
kept
them in years.
downsizing it?
I haven't watched them in years.
Well, he would upload a YouTube video at like 8K, really good resolution, have YouTube process it, download it again, and then re-upload it. And he did that like 1,000 times or something until it was like completely pixelated. You couldn't even understand him. It's pretty cool. You should watch it.
I stopped watching YouTube for like a long time, other than like podcasts. Like,
Dude, YouTube is like I don't even watch TV anymore. I can't remember the last time
I know, but
watched
like
TV.
I would watch like
YouTube is where it's at.
There was like a point for like probably over a year I wasn't watching any of my like normal, like I wasn't watching Casey Neistat or
I
anybody.
haven't seen him in a long time.
But
either.
all right, we gotta talk about Casey Neistat's channel, dude.
Yeah.
It's
He's coming. I feel like he's low-key coming back.
no,
He's like old now, but
his channel now like Loki sucks.
yeah. But his last video, did you see it? I mean, he's not uploading a lot, but he's in San Francisco. Like I feel
Well,
like
no, he lives in LA now.
I mean, that's what I meant.
But like now he's doing all sponsored videos and stuff like that. Dude.
Also, it's all like fake stuff.
It's all like him giving away a Tesla. I'm like, dude,
Oh, he does
come
that?
on, man.
I haven't seen some of his last.
Like his
ones.
videos used to be so cool.
Yeah.
I remember when his 9/11 video came out.
That was crazy.
That was a crazy good video.
I like that video.
Dude, do you remember the one where he did the?
Shout out to the troops, both sides.
Yeah.
You're a horrible.
What was I gonna say?
Mhm,
Do you remember
actually,
he
no,
did
yeah,
that?
watch that.
He did that Nike Fuel Bank video.
Oh yeah, he did a Mercedes.
Dude, I watched that
commercial,
yesterday. That was insane.
Dude, his stuff still is good, but I'm like glad that he never did like an actual movie because I feel like his movies would be really bad.
Was movies?
Like an actual like feature film, like with like real actors and like stuff like
Yeah,
that.
Samsung commercial. That wasn't. It was okay.
Yeah, but like I don't. I think
Yeah, the commercials he did were cool.
I think his content works in like 15-minute max. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe 30, but like he couldn't do a 2-hour film. you
No,
know?
I get that.
It's too jumpy.
Yeah.
But I still like him. But he I feel like he doesn't do anything new.
He's kind of old though. He's like 40.
He's always been old. He was old, like, even in the prime of his career, he was like 35, which is older than most of the YouTubers then.
Yeah.
But now I feel like YouTubers are older, like generally.
They're only like they're not that much older than us. I don't feel like.
Yeah, but PewDiePie is like old
PewDiePie's
now.
nearing 40. I think.
Nelk?
Really?
37.
I don't. Who is Nelk? I don't understand this. Everybody always talks about it,
Okay.
and like
It's
I've been
like
out
this-
of the YouTube loop, so I don't know what it is.
No, I'm not really in it either. But like Patrick and David, like Bafian, and like introduced me to this. They're like this
never mind,
group of like
he's
this group of like 5 or 6 guys or whatever that just like party all the time and get drunk everywhere. I was telling him about.
Dude,
Alex about
imagine
this earlier.
making a career out of that.
Seriously.
But okay, but like think about this. Like
He's like, oh, I don't usually drink this much unless I'm working.
that's so.
Like,
It's like Mad Men shit.
he drank like 7 bottles.
No,
of
but
wine.
like imagine like being 20 and doing that, and like or 21 because legal drinking only out here. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
like, imagine doing that when you're 21, like 22. But then like when you're 35, what are you gonna do? Like you're still gonna be drinking every night, like for work. There's no way.
They'll get older.
That's
well,
why-
I mean, their dad was in it too. And he's like 50 something, and like
That's
still.
but he
going
doesn't
out.
do it every day.
No.
But like
I mean,
imagine.
I'm sure they have like breaks.
That's what I think about. Like I think about like football players and shit like that. Like those
Well,
guys.
they make a lot of money from. Their
Yeah, but those
career.
guys only have a career until they're 30. I mean,
But I mean, they're kind of set for the rest of their lives.
yeah, if they don't spend their money stupidly, like all they do.
Yeah,
Half
they
their
would.
videos
Yeah,
are
they
them
do.
buying Lamborghinis and
Yeah.
filming it. Like you can't do that and live the rest of their life
Some
off
of them
of
just
YouTube
work
money.
in NFL, where they just keep doing football for the rest of their life.
Yeah,
but
some
like-
of them go into like marketing and like coaching and stuff.
Yeah,
so.
they stay in
Oh, it's
football
like
for their
the.
whole life.
Did you guys watch the Fire Festival documentary?
Yeah.
You know that
Yeah.
that like marketing thing that like got like shit on the entire time. I forgot what it's
Yeah.
called, but those are all guys like that, I guess. So I never thought about that. But I always think about guys like YouTube and how similar it is to like football or other sports where you retire early. It's like by the time you're 30, you're like old. I mean, you're gonna retire by the time you're 35. Like, what are you gonna do from 35 to 80?
That's a good point.
Slamming shots on strippers and
Hey man,
Football
that's the
players,
life of some people.
that's the life of
Some
some.
football players can last that long.
Yeah, no, football players die at like 14. I'm pretty sure. The average age of deaths of football players.
I mean, if you're out there smashing your head every.
I don't like
times
football. I
that-
was talking this about Eric. We have to introduce Eric on the podcast.
Honestly, I don't even really like sports that much.
I like.
Well, like, I
sports.
like sports, but like I don't like.
normal sports. I feel like I like the sports that everybody doesn't like.
I just don't like keep up with them. Like I don't see the point of like, oh, like this team's playing and like I gotta watch them. Like I don't,
I'll watch-
It's not me.
I watch tennis. I keep up with tennis,
I don't do that.
and then I keep up with like boxing.
I
And
think
like
Formula
basketball to an extent because I
Yeah,
like
to an
betting on
extent.
basketball, like with people that actually know about basketball.
basketball I only keep up with because like other people
yeah.
watch it. Yeah, so like.
Yeah.
I watch football. Football for me is football. I don't know why. It's like a
Yeah,
horrible.
Alex is a
sport.
big football guy.
It's a horrible.
Alex thinks he
it's a
knows
horrible
everything
thing.
about football.
I don't
Alex
think I know
does think he knows
everything.
everything. Alex literally
I don't.
argues with everybody about
I
football.
don't argue.
Dude, okay, you were arguing with Mike about football the other day at the lunch table, and I'm totally about to explain.
No,
what
we
Mike
were
was saying.
not. We were.
Yeah, no, you were talking about it or
something.
whatever.
We're not arguing.
And you
about
walked
it.
away to throw away your garbage, and Mike was like, "Well, big football guy knows everything about football."
No.
Big Mike. Alex getting roasted by Big Mike.
I mean,
Dude, that's a
talk-
new
I mean,
low.
talk-
Big Mike roast you. That's
All right, he's
that's
not
a new
even.
low.
He's not Big Mike.
He's Big Mike, bro. He's bigger than you.
Yeah,
He's not Big Mike.
he can bench more than you.
He's average. He's
He
average.
benches more than you.
I don't
You
know.
should retire from
I
lifting.
I got the biggest bench. Can you put that? I have the biggest bench in.
Oh, so your bench is like
I don't know.
135.
No, it's not. It's 3 times that.
What's 3 times 135? Do it.
390.
405.
405.
Respect the math there.
Dang, dang. Shout out
What?
Suslick, even though he sucked and I hated him. And he hated me because I didn't like baseball. So, you know what?
I
Frick
talked
you,
to Suslick
Suslick.
today about baseball.
He's so gay, dude.
I think
All he
baseball-
talks about is baseball and cartoons. Like,
He tried.
shut
I
up.
told like because I was talking to Mr. Machulis, and he was like, "I'm getting a haircut today," because he's like the nicest dude on the face of the planet. I'm like, "Oh, I'm getting a haircut today too." And then Mr. Suslick walks up. He's like, "Oh, I tried to cut my own hair the other day." I'm like, "Bro, you're bald."
He's so weird, dude. He refers to his daughter as he's like my kid. Like, I don't know. I feel like that's a weird thing. He's like, yeah, I took my kid out to.
It's an American thing. I feel
That's
like.
not weird.
Like I wouldn't. I've never even heard that before I met him. Like,
What do you like? What's the alternative? I guess I've
My
never heard my
daughter.
parents say my kid. They always say the names,
yeah,
and then my mom, without a shadow of a doubt, messes up the name at least twice, and then is like,
Mark.
okay. She goes when she means like, oh, me and Max went to her. She goes, oh, me and Nick. I mean, me and Andrew. I mean, me and Max. Every single time.
that's like every parent that has more than 2
I've
kids.
gotten my dog's name.
Yeah,
Like
I'm
she'll yell
I'm
at.
sure I've gotten that.
She'll yell at me, and she'll be like, Indy. I mean, Max. And I'm like, God.
No, our dogs have gotten our names before.
Yeah.
My
Oh yeah.
sister.
She does it all the time. That's like the cream of the crop. So we want you guys to vote on if Alex is the least interesting guest of all time because he said literally 3 things this entire time.
Do we throw like a poll into this? Can we do that?
Sure, I don't know.
I don't
We'll
really
figure
know
it
how
out.
this-
This is our first podcast.
We're not really sure how this stuff works, but I mean,
Yeah,
we
should
found
we-
this microphone in my
Should get a
basement.
soundboard.
It's working so far, so
Yeah, we should get like a
A sound.
different sound bites going.
We need a Jamie.
We need a Jamie.
We
We,
need a
do
Jamie.
need a Jamie. We're not taking applications for a Jamie. For you guys to
If
just
you want to
Google
be our
something.
Jamie.
For just to Google something. Here, find a current event to
Jamie,
talk
pull that
about.
up.
Wait, what is this?
It's Reddit. Just find a current event to talk about.
Right now, Chris is our Jamie.
Me and
I'm not Alex. Shut up. If anything, you're the Jamie.
I'm not the
I'm
Ja-
one of the hosts of this podcast.
Alex is definitely going to be the Jamie. Me and Chris are
Well, the
hosts.
Jamie is okay. I'll be the Jamie. I don't care. 'Cause
Oh,
I'm the
Alex. Alex is the front runner to
Okay, this-
land the Jamie job.
This is not on this like Reddit thing, but like
This
a
Reddit
couple
thing.
months ago, this is kind of a while ago, but there was some guy on Fox News who tried suing his parents because they didn't give consent to him for giving birth to him.
I saw this.
So he was like born, and then he's like, "Wait, you guys didn't? You didn't get
you
my
didn't ask
consent."
me.
Yeah, and he literally like pulled out like a full like
Court.
head ass lawsuit on them, and then
Did he? How did he do?
Did he want
like, he lost. Obviously,
I
lost.
hate to see it.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, we were just talking about Red. They just quit the smartphone business.
Oh yeah,
'Cause they had
Did you
that
see
weird. They had that weird phone.
the red oxygen or something like
So-
that.
It was like
hydrogen.
a
Awful.
brick. It was a
Or
Or
brick.
the hydrogen. That's it.
But it didn't even have a good camera.
No, the camera sucked. They outsourced the camera from like LG or something.
That's so dumb. Like
when they literally make the best camera.
That's
in the
what
game.
they're
they make
known
the best
for,
cameras in the
cameras.
world.
Exactly, and it is annoying because like everybody had really high hopes for that phone because like okay, I'm gonna be able to take
Did
like
they? Like why?
DSLR quality photos with my smartphone.
Yeah, but those are the same people that buy like those weird like Chinese phones.
No, they're like.
You know, like just
They also
buy an
have
iPhone.
the
I'm a big
holographic
like the
one.
Razor phones.
yeah. Like if you have anything
Dude.
but an iPhone or maybe like a Galaxy, like in 2019,
Like, you
what
need a
the
good-
hell are you doing?
Unless
And-
you like the Google Pixel, I'm not gonna lie. it's
Even
pretty-
if you
Google
have
Pixel.
anything but the iPhone in 2019, like we're still gonna make fun of you. You know,
I mean, I wouldn't make fun of people without an iPhone because this is my first iPhone and it's I
do it all the time.
I like my Samsungs
I
a
love
lot.
my iPhone so much.
But yeah, this is nice. I haven't had a problem with it. I'm going on almost 2 years with it.
But what I wish I had is I had an iPhone and then I had a BlackBerry, like one of the old
It was
Blackberries.
sick.
2 phones.
Yeah, but like what, like one of the like typing Blackberries.
Oh, like the
The full keyboard
with the
on it?
little brick game.
Yeah,
the
brick
brick game.
breaker.
Dude, when you go to the dentist and you gotta ask your parents to play that game.
I remember in art class in 5th grade, the only time I ever had my phone taken away is because I was playing Brick Breaker in class, like in art class, and I was in 5th grade.
You had a phone in 5th grade. I don't remember.
I had a BlackBerry in 5th grade because my brother's BlackBerry or something.
I didn't get a phone until 7th grade.
Hmm?
No,
7th?
6th grade because I moved to Old
No, you
Corey.
had that LG phone or
Yeah,
that
no,
weird one, the
The
Moto.
Nexus.
Yeah, no.
Oh, the
I
Nexus,
didn't.
yeah,
No. First, it was an LG that was first my dad's, and then my mom's, and then mine. But I only got it because I
Jesus.
switched to Old Corey, and so I didn't go to school with my sisters anymore.
Oh,
So like obviously I had to take
Oh,
the
so you had
bus
to
and
call
stuff by
people
myself,
and
so
stuff?
I needed like a phone. Basically, all I did on it was like call home.
my first phone was the iPhone 4.
Whoa,
Cool, big
rich
guy.
rich guy. Over
And they
here.
didn't get another one until junior year.
Yeah, no, I remember that. You had that forever, dude.
Dude, I always
And then
had
he
like
cashed out like $8,000 on his iPhone
yeah, shit,
11.
he spent his net
iPhone
net
10s.
worth on the 10s, right?
No, not
10s,
really.
right?
Alex, you
Oh,
you
it's a
upgrading too? It's like $600 to upgrade or something.
That's
It's
ridiculous.
Not,
That's
I
an
actually
upgrade
don't
price.
like how they know. I think it's kind of.
I think it's so ugly, but I would buy it in a heartbeat. That's like how
I mean,
you
that's
know that.
every iPhone though.
But I know, but
When
that's
this
like
came out, everybody was like, "That's literally looks."
I
awful.
still
Why is the
think it's
camera-"
ugly. I think that's a better looking phone than the new one, the
Like,
iPhone X. But like,
They look.
It
They
just-
both look
the square
equally
camera.
weird to me.
The square camera on like with only having 2 cameras on it, or the square like back part.
Oh,
It looks
the
just so
not
weird.
pros.
Yeah.
yeah, the ones that.
oh,
are-
the XR, whatever it's called.
No. There's the iPhone 11 and there's the iPhone 11 Pro, which has 3 cameras. But the regular iPhone 11 only has 2, and it looks like awkward.
Oh, I
It's
didn't
like
even know
missing
that
something.
existed. I thought it was the iPhone 11 Pro and then the iPhone XR.
It would have been nicer if they just made a straight line, not like a box.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
The P- like the
But I mean, it's still
hate
got that
the way it
sensor on the
looks.
side. It's got like some weird sensor.
The P20 Pro did it.
I mean, I hate the way it
That
looks,
like
but I'm
P20.
such an Apple fanboy that I would buy it in an instant.
Yeah, you are an Apple fan.
Dude.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And
When I
I'm
was in
fully
Poland,
turned into this kid.
I saw the P20 Pro,
Those are sick.
Those
The
are
Huawei's.
so sick, yeah. Or the those are
This is like all screen.
I don't even understand like that company. Like, aren't they not in the United States or whatever?
they're banned, yeah. But I was gonna buy from Poland and bring.
Like,
it
what
here.
makes them banned? Alex
Have
is
you seen-
smuggling illegal
Have you seen like
electronics.
the camera zoom on it? It's insane.
That's why it's banned in the United
You
States.
can literally like you can
No,
see
it's
what's
bad
going on.
because I think it was like some thing with terrorists.
Tariffs?
Yeah.
Yeah. Terrorists, I don't know.
But also, like,
They
you can
Trump.
see inside someone's like apartment on like.
Yeah, no, it'll zoom like
Oh,
It's
it sounds
insane.
like the perfect fun for Alex.
snoop on the little kids.
Yeah, I'm gonna sue you guys if this ever gets popular.
Alex is gonna. This is gonna be incriminating, Alex. The FBI is gonna come to get him, dude.
Yeah, I'm suing you guys.
That's hilarious.
Unless you guys put me on the team, then I can't sue my own.
You can be our Jamie.
I'm-
What if we promise you the job of Jamie?
I wanna be
And then you can be on the podcast every now and then when we don't have an actual guest.
Well, I want some other guy to be Jamie. I want to be on the podcast.
Well, we're not gonna get. Who else are we gonna get to do Jamie? Thomas.
I would think Thomas is the only other option.
Thomas is he's a good worker.
I don't know if he'd want to be. Actually, he'd be willing to do it, Jamie.
I feel like he would. He's
But, like-
Oh wait, for you, for those, fuck, I can't even speak. For those of you that don't know what a Jamie is,
oh, yeah.
on Joe Rogan, he's got this guy named Jamie, who's like,
the Googler.
he's the Googler.
He's
He
literally.
just
Jamie,
looks
pull that up.
everything up.
His
Yeah.
job title is the Googler.
But
Yeah,
he does
Jamie,
it,
pull that up.
Hey, Jamie, can you pull that up?
but he
real
does it
quick?
really well. Like
He does. He's fast.
within
quick,
3 seconds,
bro.
he's there.
So,
And
Alex,
that
I don't know
begs
if
the
you got the
Yeah, I don't think.
qualifications for that.
I don't know
but
if I could do it. I don't even
Alex
think
is a
Tom
little
could do it.
slow,
It'd be
dude.
better than a full-time staff member.
Tom's pretty good. Dude, but Tom's gonna be like,
He's gonna start
Wait.
looking up his own
hey,
stuff.
Tom,
like,
can you Google that real quick? He's like, what do you want me to Google? I'm like, bro, come on.
Like, yeah, 1 sec, and does something else.
Googles the
Like
wrong
watching-
thing, puts it on the screen.
watching like
what?
parkour videos.
Yeah, dude, he's like, dude, look at this video about like scene blocking on Stanley Kubrick's movie. I'm like, oh my god, dude. That's what he does all day.
I don't know what that kid does.
He's got like greaser hair now. All right, we can't just like lay into Thomas, dude. I
Oh,
like,
he's a cool
I
person.
like
No,
Thomas.
I literally been friends with that kid like my whole life. So
I wish I knew him longer than I have.
that's cool.
Hung out with him longer than I have at least.
Dude, when I first like sort of moved into my like lot or whatever, like we were cutting the lawn,
Yeah.
and like I didn't know it was like my
Was this
second
before or
time
after
being
your
there.
neighbors wrote spray painted pedophile in your yard?
That wasn't to me. It was to someone else. Because like
Interesting.
I hate my neighborhood other than Tom.
I wonder if this microphone can pick up me drinking water.
Well, when you drink it like
when
a
you
cow,
drink it like
yeah,
a
dude,
giraffe, dude.
No, dude.
Oh yeah, but like
That's the quality on it.
How many pHs are in there, dude?
he's gonna be silent always. Chris drinking the water.
With minerals.
Have you ever heard Chris D'Elia drink water on his podcast? It's like ridiculous. It's the first thing he does. I'm gonna try to find it.
I was watching his Joe Rogan one yesterday though.
Dude, his are like
There's Joe
3
Rogan.
hours long.
Yeah,
dude.
it's not. I mean, that guy can talk and talk.
When do we start getting sponsored?
We can
Well,
get Gel Sosmos.
We can probably get Just
Dude, we
Sauce
could
wants to
definitely
sponsor
just
us.
have.
Just Sauce wants to sponsor us.
Lamont is basically anything that happens in Lamont is sponsored.
He's
by
sponsored by Gel
Just
Sosmos. And if it's not, it doesn't happen in the month.
Yeah.
Or gels, as they like. to call
Gels.
it.
Yeah, if
That's
you
the
call it
worst
gels,
word.
fuck you. Like,
No,
honestly.
actually, that's
like, who called it gels the other day? Some girl. I don't remember who. And I was just like,
Caroline
the first.
Bukowski.
Oh, probably. And the first thing I was like, wow, you're so annoying. You call it gels.
Yeah, dude. Way to not be. Like,
But if
part
you
of
call
the
it-
community.
Gel Sosomos, like my parents, that's.
My mom calls it glasamos.
Glasamos.
I don't even know where that comes from.
Oh, man.
Mom
They
was
think
just
they
like-
have good pizza.
My
but
mom
they
was
don't.
stuttering.
I
She's
feel like I hate their pizza.
I've never had. Oh, we had their
So
pizza once. Was you? Wait, were you there?
I've had it a couple times because I've been to like fundraisers and stuff.
Only the tennis fundraisers.
We were at
Fundraisers.
Max's.
Never
no, we
have
were
I
at,
gotten it on my own though.
we were at
I've never
Marty's
ordered
house
it.
and we ordered it. We were watching the March Madness.
At my house?
Marty's house. In
Where
Ross's
did we get
room. In
Marty's
Ross's
house?
house. It was in
Never-
Ross's
I've
room.
been to
too.
Marty's house like once, and his
Dude.
dad was like chilling on his underwear like, on the couch.
I remember I pulled up to Marty's to
Martinez.
I pulled up to Marty's one time to pick him up. For like, it was so weird because it was just me and I was picking up Marty alone. Probably going to pick up Alex,
Oh,
actually.
what's up?
Oh, what's up? I pull up to his house and both of his parents are outside before Marty comes outside. And then, like, the garage door opens, he like scuttles out in his like little Supreme whatever like sandals, you know, the Supreme ones that are,
Oh yeah,
that are spelled wrong.
They're like spelled wrong.
And his dad like tries to stop him from leaving. He's like, "No, I'm leaving. I'm fucking leaving. I don't want to stay here."
Dude.
He's like some movie.
Me and my sister were going like biking downtown. We took our bikes on the train and we were just gonna ride around. But she didn't have a bike, so we asked Marty if we can borrow his. He's like, "Oh sure, like,
Oh,
just
sure.
come pick it up. I'll leave it outside." And then and so we pick it up and we go on the train, like go downtown and everything, and then we drop it off when we come back. And well, first of all, we actually missed the train because they don't allow bikes on trains from like 2 to
Certain
2 to
times,
like
right?
7:30 or
It's
something like that.
commuter
And we were planning on
down.
taking like the 5 o'clock train, so we were stuck there till like 9.
Jesus.
So we didn't get back to like, I don't know, forever. But anyway, we finally dropped the bike off at Marty's house. When we get back, and then like it was like all good and everything. We go home, and then like a couple of weeks goes by, and Marty's like, he's like, hey, do you have my bike? And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, we dropped it off at your house like the day of. He's like, no, dude, I never got it. I'm like, yeah, I put it on the side of your house. Like, it's not there. I'm like, oh god, like if somebody stole this or something.
Oh god, this happened to multiple times.
So he's
to our
like,
friend group.
oh, you sure you got the right house? I'm like,
Oh my god,
I'm
is he
pretty
an idiot?
sure. And then he was like, and then like a couple days later, like we went to pick him up. I'm like, shoot, the house I dropped it off was not this house.
Was not Marty's house.
Yeah,
Oh
so
my gosh.
The next day I go around looking for this like house because I didn't even know what it looks like because all of Marty's neighborhood looks the same.
It does kind of look the same.
So I'm looking around, like I went to like 6 houses. I finally find the house. I ring on the doorbell. I'm like, hey, like, did I drop a bike off here like a couple of weeks ago?
Oh, it's not.
That's
Waited weeks.
yeah, because I thought he had
Gosh.
it. He waited until
Jesus Christ.
and
It's awkward.
and so I go to there and they're like, yeah, we thought it was like stolen or something, but I gave it to my son and he's been riding it all over the place.
Oh my god.
His son's like 25 years old. He's like taking it to work and stuff like
It's like the
that.
dude in the Goonies.
I never watched it. I wasn't there.
Oh yeah, we were watching the Goonies today.
Yeah. So anyway, they finally find the bike and they're like, yeah, we'll have it ready for the next morning. So I pick it up and bring it to Marty's, and then Marty's like, he's like, dude, my dad was gonna kill me. Like, that was your dad's bike, it wasn't even yours.
Well,
Of course.
it was like a nice bike too.
What
It was like $1,000 bike,
Yeah, it
dude.
was a nice
Oh, good that you
It was,
checked the
uh,
house twice. Double check the house.
It was like a giant, like the brand giant.
Yeah.
I don't know, 29-inch mountain bike. It was so nice.
Oh, it's nice. Yeah.
Dude, that happened twice. Didn't we drop off a bike at like Ben Stepp's house? Do you remember this?
Yeah.
Oh, and
Like,
somebody like got stuck somebody threw it in the bush or something.
Yeah, Austin Broff like threw it in the bush,
And they
then
were like looking for
Scott
him.
got blamed for it.
and Scott got blamed for it.
Yeah.
Dude. And I remember I was washing my car in my house, or like a car in my house. I don't know, in my driveway, and Ben's dad like drove up and was like, "Are you Max?" I was like,
They
"Yeah."
blamed
I was
you.
like, "Who is this guy?" He's like some 50-year-old like Lithuanian guy.
He's
He's
a
like,
big
He's a
guy
big
too.
big
freaker,
guy.
He's a big dude.
he was like, and then I like walk over to his car like hoping not to get captured by whoever this 50-year-old Lithuanian guy is. And he's like, "Oh, I heard you took our bike." I was like, "What are you talking about?" He was like, "You had a bike? My son's Ben?" Like, I haven't hung out with Ben in like 3 years, dude. And they were like, they said it was you and Scott. And I was like,
Scott.
Scott lives down the street. I don't know. Like, I never took a bike. He's like, all right, whatever. I'm gonna go see with him. He just drove away. I was like, it was so weird. And it's me covered in like soapy water.
Apparently, like bitched out Scott too. Like he yelled at him. And
He yelled
everything.
at Scott like pretty bad.
Really? Jesus Christ! I thought it was like a really bad bike too.
I don't know.
He has a nice bike, but we borrowed some like little other bike that he didn't let us borrow.
Oh, you know what? Ben had the
Like a
same
good
bike that I have, my Cannondale,
Yeah,
but it was bigger and it was yellow.
I miss my bike.
So it was a nice bike.
I miss my bike.
What happened to your bike?
Nobody
I
knows
don't
what happened.
know
to
what
your
happened to my bike. It's
bike.
just gone.
Maybe you
Your
ate it.
Trek Marlin 5.
Yeah, Trek Model 5. It's a great bike.
I remember you posted on Instagram next to your garage door.
Yeah, it was a great bike, dude. I still miss that bike. I wish I had that bike so I could bring it to college.
You don't ride a bike. Come on. When was the last?
It's 'cause
time
I
you
don't
rode
have a bike,
When was
Alex.
the last
Yeah,
time?
but what do you
mean I don't
No,
ride a
even when
bike?
you had it, you never rode it.
Yes, I did.
Other than since like we were 8th grade or whatever, you haven't really ridden it since that.
It's because I haven't had it since 8th grade.
No, we hadn't had it since what was it? I don't
8th
remember.
grade, the year between
No.
8th grade and freshman year.
I have no idea.
It was definitely because then Andres took it from your garage that one day, and then
Yeah, and that was the last time I ever
No,
saw it.
he brought it back because you
Alex,
started
I
yelling
thought
at him.
I thought it was at Andres' house until like last week. I asked him. He was like, "No, it's gone." I was like, "Oh, okay, it's actually gone."
Oh, it's definitely gone.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, but I don't even know how. That's like a
Definitely
$500 bike. I don't know how that like goes missing. Someone definitely stole it.
No.
Dude, that bike was like low key
Well,
11.
anything that gets in Andres' hands,
It's gone.
It's
It's
gone.
gone.
It's gone.
Wish it goodbye.
We had like, a lot of bikes.
I'm lucky I got my longboard back. It
Dude.
got into Andres' hands.
Danny.
A couple days later, I was at a party, and he was there too, and he
rode the
he rode my longboard to the party. He's like, dude, I'm gonna drive it home later at like
Oh.
3 in the morning. I'm like,
Oh
no,
my
I'm taking this
God.
home with me.
Do you remember when we all rode our bikes to Duncan in Lamont and Danny took my longboard?
Yeah.
And he was trying to cross the street
Yeah.
against what street was it? 127th, and he
It's a Jewel.
launched the longboard across the street in the middle of traffic, dude.
Yeah.
And it like froggered like the olive and hit the other curb.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was like friggin' hilarious, dude.
Yeah. Longboarding's fun though.
I'm so bad at it.
I can't wait for it to get hot out again.
I wanna
Like, I'm glad it's cold, but
I want a boosted board.
I'm definitely getting one when I go to college.
If I go to Miami,
for
I'll
sure.
I'm gonna get one. I think.
If I go to like, honestly anywhere, as long as it's not like COD or like.
He's gonna be looking.
He's gonna
down the hallway.
he's gonna boost him from Lamont to COD every day. 14
Dude, you
miles.
know how much money you save on gas?
Yeah, but you have to charge your boosted board here and then at class.
Yeah, probably.
And it takes like 9 hours to charge.
Yeah. That's another thing about Casey and I said you always bring that in, like try to charge it at coffee shops.
Yeah.
And like
people get
nobody
annoyed.
would like that. Yeah, it's like an annoying thing to do. I don't know.
I feel yeah.
Like, oh, can I plug in my skateboard into your wall?
I feel like at Starbucks I wouldn't care, but like a business, like he goes to like Target.
Yeah.
He's like, can I charge my boosted board? He's like, dude, what? Everyone's like, what the hell do you think this is, man? Like,
Remember?
what are you doing?
Remember like the bar in the city?
Why would you do that?
Why would you do
Remember we were at the sports bar in the city for Model UN, and the guy said
exposing
it,
the Model UN right now.
it wasn't a
Wait,
bar,
at the where?
the German pretzel.
Oh,
shop.
yeah, we were watching that like
that
weird
German
soccer
restaurant.
game.
That place was.
And the
sick,
guy
man.
plugged his shoes into the wall.
Oh yeah, I remember. So he had like light up shoes. That
Yeah.
was crazy, dude.
Dude,
Dude, I
all the
remember-
people there were going off. We're just like trying to enjoy
and
some
we're like,
pretzels.
yeah,
Like,
trying to have like a Bavarian pretzel. And I feel like nobody ate. Like I feel like we got there and everybody was like, "Yeah, you can eat if you want." I thought it was gonna be like a dinner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it was like they just.
I mean,
gave us
I
like-
ate. I ate.
I ate.
I
was
feasted.
hungry.
I feasted. Yeah, I feasted.
I remember I had Ellie. What was it? Ellie Abood pay for me, and I never paid her back. So I still owe her like $15.
How did work and pay for me to get into the NHS movie? I haven't paid
Okay,
it
well
back.
that's 3.
I should.
Also, don't.
You know who's a bum? Edgar.
Dude, big
Edgar
he's
is a
such
bum,
a
bro.
bum. dude.
I hope he listens to this.
I hope.
Dude,
Edgar, I
I'm
hope you listen
curious.
to this and know you're the biggest bummer.
I'm
Straight
curious
up.
to see how many views are. Okay, I bet you people are
0.
gonna listen and they're not gonna get this far though.
No.
They get bored.
They're gonna drop out the first 5
Hey,
minutes.
if you
'Cause
get
the first 5
if
minutes
you
was a little
get
bit
this
slow.
far in the podcast,
you're an OG.
first of
You're a
all,
real one.
thank you. Second of all, drop a comment so we know you got this far in the podcast.
Yeah.
You can't comment on pocket, can you?
Do something.
we'll-
DM us
we'll
or something.
figure
We'll
it
figure
out.
it out. Do something to signify that you got
We
this
should have
far
like
in
a
the
code
podcast.
Message
word,
us,
so if they
yeah.
get this far, they.
A what?
A code word? Alex,
I don't
don't you usually have those with your like children?
I don't have children. It's
Safe,
kind of a
a
weird
safe
thing.
word?
A safe? Is that what you mean? A safe word?
Code word lamp.
Yeah. If you get this far, like lamp is like the.
Yeah, go
secret.
come up and just say the word lamp.
Yeah.
There
Hey.
you go.
But preface it, don't just like scream lamp at us, because it's a little scary.
Yeah. I don't know.
White lamp.
That made me a little bit uncomfortable.
Yeah, be like, oh, why?
Lamp.
Lamp!
Do you guys remember Nigahiga though? He was obsessed with lamps.
Do you ever think about his name?
Yeah.
Is it-
Like,
How did he come up?
how
with
did he
that?
get?
Well,
Okay,
his
how did he
la-
come up with that? And how did he get away with that for so long?
His name is
Oh.
his last. I know his last name's Higa, but I don't know where the first.
Yeah,
part
Ryan
came from.
Higa.
Well, like,
Yeah.
I remember one time I was like young, and my brother was in high school, and I was hanging out with him and his friends, and I was like, "Have you guys ever seen a Nigahiga video?" And they're like, "What did you just say?" I was like 7. I was like, "A Nigahiga video, you know, the YouTuber." He's like, "That's his name?"
Yeah.
I'm like,
he's-
"Yeah, look at him," and he's Asian, and then they're like, "What is going on right now?"
Yeah. Say that in like a Congo accent. You're saying a bad word right there.
Yeah, straight up. You're saying a word only they can say. You know?
I'll save that for your guys' imagination. I'm not gonna say that.
Say what?
Yeah, we gotta, cut down on that. You know?
That's the lamp. That's the secret code word, I guess.
Lamp.
I don't know. Is it? That's what we decided.
We're all just gonna. Hey, this is what you got. This is what you do. If you watch the podcast and you listen this far, just post the emoji of a lamp on your Instagram story, dude.
Oh.
Like just the emoji, like with the black screen behind it. Your
Oh,
Instagram or your Snapchat story.
Is there a lamp emoji?
Yeah, there's definitely a lamp emoji.
There gotta be.
There's gotta be. There's like an everything emoji.
Okay, but are
There's
people
dinosaur
willing to do that? Because like a lot of people don't really post on their like stories, like Instagram, Snapchat.
Well, if they're a real OG and they've made it this far,
If they're a day one.
if they're a day one, if you do that, you're considered a day one.
Yeah, basically.
So like when we're like on Joe Rogan's podcast,
yes.
in
dude.
like probably like I'll give it like 2 or 3 weeks maybe.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, I was thinking more. Like a
When we
year.
leave Alex, here and me and Chris fly to LA to go talk to Jamie and then try to recruit him for our show.
Yeah. Well, we could definitely steal him.
Oh, for sure, dude. They like treat him like a human slave over there, dude.
I feel like he's. I actually don't think there's a lamp emoji.
There definitely is.
Dude, celery with guac, not bad.
Not a big guac guy. I haven't really admitted that to anybody, but I'm just
I like
not
it.
a big guac guy.
95% avocado, my dear.
I'm just
What's the other 5%?
not a big avocado.
Salt,
Or
vinegar,
avocado.
garlic. Shout out B&B warehouse.
B&B.
Jalapenos
Jalapenos.
and
Lime.
xanthan gum.
Guys, you should drop
It's the
suggestions for
stabilizer.
our next guest below because we don't have anybody lined up.
Dude, there's definitely people willing to do this with us.
Oh
though.
yeah, for
Wait,
sure.
why don't we make a spare Instagram?
Spare Instagram because we
Like,
haven't even put out an episode of the
we have a
podcast.
Chris Flair drip.
I have a Chris Roy drip.
All right, I guess you have.
Yeah,
a
trying to
Chris
don't
Roy
steal.
Alex always
my
tries to
dude.
piggyback on shit.
I know.
When I started my company, I was like, I'm the regional supply marketer. No, you're not, Alex.
I am.
You've never bought
whatever that
anything.
means. No, it's Chris's thing, and then Max has.
Oh yeah, shout out Chris Roy drip. Give me a follow.
Chris Red Drip. Also,
Most underrated Instagram
Guys,
Guys,
channel.
I actually just made. I'm using this platform right now, Alex. So please shut up. I'm gonna announce something right now. I just made a separate Instagram for my film, for when I shoot and develop film pictures. It's called Max on 35 millimeter, two M's, just 35 mm. So MAXON 35 mm. Follow it if you want to see some dope pictures.
So sorry you guys had to hear that.
Don't worry, guys. I won't take any pictures of Alex. It'll scar your brains forever. So.
That's why would you take pictures of me? I'm not gonna consent.
Wait,
so.
Max.
Oh, you don't. You never wait for consent.
I always wait for.
Oh
consent.
shit, dude, that's dirty. Is it this one?
Hit 'em dirty, dude.
This is like an anime account.
Nope,
I don't
that's
know.
Max on 3.
Oh.
No, you don't put.
You know what? I'm gonna go look at it just because.
Yeah, Alex, go look at it. I think only Julie Medeiros follows it right now. Oh, it has 2 followers. Me and Julie Medeiros. There you go.
Now you got 3.
Now I got 3 followers.
You gotta make that public, dude.
It is public. I just have no pictures.
Oh, it's because you're lame.
Yeah, it's because I haven't developed any yet.
Who's John Kruger?
Is it Matt Kruger? Matt Kruger texted me the other day. It was weird.
Was it about?
I like NHS hours?
Yeah.
Yeah, why did he text me that?
Wait, he asked me that too.
What is he?
Wait, no, he texted me. He's like, you need NHS hours, and I'm like, question mark, and he did the little up carrot thing,
Yeah.
and then I'm like, what? And then he did it again, and then I'm like, are you asking me if I need NHS hours? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like,
He's
no.
not. He's in college.
He's in college, and then I talked to him about geese for like an hour or something.
Dude,
I don't know.
Alex,
Geese? What?
Alex is always like
College of Business and U of I.
Oh, geese. I thought you were talking about you guys talked about birds for an hour.
Alex is always hitting on his girlfriend and shit, dude.
Just Martin.
No, you know who does?
Who?
Big Mike, dude.
Dude, Mike's
Oh,
trying
no,
to.
he's trying to get in.
Mike's
Mike
trying to
is
clap, dude. With all due respect,
She's a really nice person.
Mike's trying. Yeah, I don't really know her that well, but Matt, if you're listening to this somehow, like, come beat up Big Mike and tell us about it so we can record it.
Yeah, it'll be funny.
It'll be an exclusive fight on our podcast channel.
We'll turn into like a UFC kind of thing.
Yeah, we're gonna be the next. What's it?
We'll be Joe Rogan.
We're gonna be the next
essentially.
Joe Rogan, actually,
We're essentially Joe Rogan.
with Brendan Schaub.
Shaw.
Hit his Schaub. But dude, they have a story that he tells, like how people always mispronounce his name at stand up. He's like, yeah, some lady one time introduced me as Brandon Schaub. Like, imagine fucking hearing that. We're talking in front of like 1,000 people.
Imagine being named Brandon.
It's Brendan.
Was it Brendan?
There's that Brandon kid in our school who's Puerto Rican. Plays the drums.
I don't know.
Brundon.
Prungen.
Brunken.
Mr. Prungen.
Human,
He's such an aggressive teacher.
He's a good
human
teacher,
rights.
He like yells like nothing.
About human rights. He's like, we need to give them all rights.
Yeah. He's like, these girls.
Are dying.
Yeah, basically.
And it's all our fault.
No, he's a good teacher though. Like, honestly, I've learned more in his class than I've learned
In English.
in 2 years of high school.
Dude.
Maybe that's a little bit exaggerating, but I've learned a lot. I mean, it's a pretty good class. Shout out Prungen.
Prungan. I've never had him. I have him second semester. Dude, are we Miss Kerrigan now?
I don't know.
Oh my god, dude.
She's nice, but like,
Anja.
I really
Anja.
Dude.
in the middle of
Anja.
class drops an Anja.
I wanted. That's why I wanted you to say something like that. That's why I asked what is slang.
Yeah.
I wanted you to give me an example to say something like "yeet" or something.
Yeah.
And she comes out with the no cap.
Yeah,
Anja.
dude.
Yeah.
She hits us with the 1-2 of no cap Anja. Dude, we're all like, oh my god, what is going?
dude, that might be my new favorite saying. Like, I've been saying no
Anja?
cap for the last
no
like
cap?
3 weeks, and
It's about to
been,
go out.
it's been, yeah, it's like making its way out. But Anja, dude, that's not gonna come up. Like, it was like
Anja's been out though.
That came-
Anja,
that
wasn't that
came-
from
No,
the
okay.
Fire Festival documentary though?
No, it's from Jase.
it's been out really.
I thought it was on Ja Rule.
No. I thought
Oh yeah,
it was-
Ja Rule, that guy.
I thought it was Ja Rule. That's what I
No,
was
because it's like.
Okay, but it's been like on God like for a while.
Wait, on
yeah,
God.
it used to be on
But I've
God.
never heard on Ja until like.
That's
I always thought it was
while
a
ago.
joke because people were making fun of Ja Rule for the Fire Festival.
I thought they were making fun of Jase just because.
Who's Jase?
That's XXX Tentacion.
I thought it was just, like, people don't know how to
or
speak.
whatever.
Nah, fuck that guy, bro. Straight up.
Well, his name is Jase and Anjaz.
That I don't think that's. I think that it's Ja Rule.
Tattoos
I don't
comes
think it
out.
really matters. It's already on its way out.
Really, that's upsetting.
Yeah, you.
What's gonna be next? What's gonna be the next slang term, dude?
I don't know.
It's gonna be like on Eric Michelson, dude. It's gonna blow up.
On Eric.
On Eric. On Eric. Fucking hilarious, dude.
So I got a tattoo, guys. I just want to show you my
Such horseshit.
experience of my first tattoo.
Yeah, it was.
So I walk into the parlor.
The hot rag he used to put it on his arm was really painful.
No, dude, I walked in the parlor. There's like 50 like jack guys all tatted up, everything.
They all surrounded him and was like, "All right, bend down."
They inked me all up, everything.
Wait, what?
Whoa.
Yeah, well, you guys made me eat.
Yeah, you made me ink.
Yeah, and so by that I basically mean I was at David's house and I put a hot rag on my arm, and now I got a tattoo, but it's already coming off. And
Guys,
it's
I
been
feel
not
like we
even
have
a
to talk
week.
about topical political
It's been
subjects.
6 days.
I feel like that's something we should stay away from.
What kind of
like
political
Jesus is king.
Fuck, dude.
How do we feel
Political?
about it? No, topical political means topic, like pop culture, Alex.
So I don't know. I didn't really like it upon my first listen.
All right, so this is first.
But
We're gonna go around and we're gonna say our out of tens, what we thought about it. Chris,
6.
I give it a 7, and if I believed in half ratings, I'd give it a 7.5. But it's closer to a 7.
If we're doing
I think.
half rate,
No,
I'm doing
dude,
6.5.
I think I'm at
Wow.
a 6. I'm at a pretty firm 6. And
Okay,
I listened to it. Okay, wait here.
We can't listen
Can
to
we
it. We're
agree-
gonna get. We're gonna get.
Yeah,
like,
we're
I'll show you the songs.
Can we agree on the best song definitely being
the first one.
no, not the first one. Every Hour with Sunday Service. No, it's
Oh, never mind. That's not the. I don't
not
want the
closed
first
on Sunday. The one the one where he raps about Chick-fil-A the entire time.
Yeah, that was the worst.
Weird.
What
that was
the heck
weird.
was that?
I kind of like the ending, but I hated the
I
Chick-fil-A.
don't like
part.
any of it, dude.
Follow God.
I like that.
That-
the one. I'm
that was
I thought
fire,
that was
dude.
the first. Yeah,
The
that
third.
was
Oh yeah,
good.
the third.
The third one. Yeah. Chris, we're gonna get copyrighted.
Oh, sorry.
I wanna
Are you
hit-
trying to ruin our podcast?
Yeah, you
but-
trying to ruin a podcast
honestly,
before it even starts.
It was a Kanye album, and I feel like the best songs were the ones that had features on them that were not him singing the whole time.
Well, Follow God is by far didn't have a feature though. But I
It
think
didn't have a feature, but
the
I mean,
second best was definitely
the Ty Dolla $ign one.
no. I thought it was a
Chris,
Clips
you
one.
really like that one.
Use
I
this
don't know, he's
gospel.
pretty
I
good.
know that was
I
kind
think
of a
he's a
weak
good
song.
singer.
I'm not gonna lie. Everything we need.
I don't know. They were all pretty.
I just
they
did
were
you see
all
him on
very
Jimmy? Did you
mediocre.
see him on Jimmy Kimmel yesterday?
No, I don't watch
I
it.
hate Jimmy Kimmel so
I don't
much.
like
He's
I don't
so
like
annoying,
any
but
of
I
those
just
Tonight
watched
Show
it
guys.
because Kanye was on, and he was talking about like now that I'm of service of God, like he's like full convert now.
No, I feel like he's just a phase.
Oh yeah, probably a face. But he was talking about like I even saw an interview where he was like, I was asking people that were working on the album not to have premarital sex until after I'm finished with it.
What the?
Dude, he like wants
They
to.
talk raps about it. It's like,
Yeah, but okay. You ever notice? I was listening in this album. There's like no swear words.
no, this is really not.
Yeah. He
Guys,
says
don't-
finna. That was the only thing I heard, which isn't a swear, but it's the only thing.
so
I
guys
No.
don't have premarital sex. We gotta establish that. So we get good Christian people to listen to it.
Yeah.
Premarital sex is bad.
We like all religions except Scientology.
I man, brother.
We love Scientology. Dude, I passed the Church of Scientology when I was in Miami.
What is that?
Scientology?
Yeah.
You know what that is?
No.
It's like a weird new
It's like
church.
a cult.
It's like a pretty
Oh,
much a
it's like-
cult.
You know John Travolta?
Yeah, John Travolta,
Yeah.
Tom Cruise.
His son.
Are they
alright, so
Scientologists?
Yeah, they're Scientologists.
John Travolta's
There's a whole
son
documentary about it.
died. Like it was like tragic.
Did?
I think it was something tragically, and he tried like reviving him, and he was like, that's why he got into Scientology, and he tried reviving his son in the end. It was
Oh my
super
God.
like there's
Only fucking
interviews,
John Travolta.
and it's like almost sad to watch. Like
Yeah, because he's probably like
he's like a
clinging.
he's
to
like a
their
loon.
last-
Yeah, it's kind of like you feel bad.
Dude, why is it that like famous people's kids always die really early? Like Eric Clapton's kid died. He fell out of a window in L.A. I think or New York.
Eric Clapton is.
You don't know who Eric Clapton is?
Christina who Eric Clapton is?
No.
The guitarist? Oh my god, you guys don't know who Eric Clapton is?
Freaking out, I don't know who that is.
Dude, how do you not know who Eric Clapton? You definitely heard an Eric Clapton song.
Maybe I did. I don't know.
Nah.
Like I Shot the Sheriff?
That's a confession.
It's an audio confession. Wow, I can't believe you don't know Eric Clapton. Well, his son died. Frank
Thought it was gonna
Sinatra's son like got kidnapped. He didn't die, but he got kidnapped. Shit always happens to famous people, bro.
That thing happened with Eric Bowling's son where he like overdosed. Eric Bowling.
Who's that?
You don't know who Eric Bowling is?
All right, don't even pretend Eric Bowling is Eric Clapton.
No, he was like a Fox News guy.
Oh yeah, I watch really.
But his son he went to a party. He like took a Xanax or something, and it was laced, and he died.
Got him. The 1-2 punch.
Yeah, and it was his
Classic.
first time doing it ever, and like, well, at least that's what.
You
he said.
guys want to hear how good of a podcast guest Alex is? He's actually making himself go as far away from the mic as possible.
How dumb you are, dude. You smell so bad.
You shut up, dude. You are so full of shit. We can't even hear you anyway.
You can hear me. You heard me all the way from like 10 feet away.
So dumb, dude. All right, guys. Favorite song of all time?
Oh,
That's a good question, right?
I might say Pursuit of Happiness, honestly.
Really?
Okay,
The Steve
wait.
Aoki remix though.
But is it one of Steve Aoki.
What is wrong with you?
Okay, but is it one of those like best song of all time? Like, what do I think is the best made, or what is my favorite personally that I like listening?
What do you think
to?
the best song ever made
Oh,
is?
so that's stuff.
Hotel? Okay, I don't know. Hotel California.
Okay.
That's pretty close.
That's up there.
That's a good one.
That's like top 5,
Oh, for sure. Top 5.
maybe top
Alex.
1. But,
I think it's- I have like 2 that kind of switch in between, or 3 that switch in between the top spot.
Off the top of my head, I can't really think.
Just
of
think of
anything.
one, dude. Like you gotta be able to think of one. Like I think it's probably
just pick one like top 10. Like, what do you
Like,
think would make?
Hotel California, Stairway to Heaven,
Mm-hmm.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Mm-hmm.
Probably like my top 3, like in no order.
Sicko Mode.
Sicko Mode,
Number 1.
Mo Bamba, and then Hot
Go and Get
NIGGA.
by Lil Brandon.
Go and Get by Lil Brandon.
Shout out Lil Brandon, the paramedic.
Paramedic
Not
from,
shout him out.
from like West Joliet.
Yeah, he's gonna like come
it's-
kill us.
The last episode of this podcast was getting shot, but we're gonna leave a note so he uploads it. It's probably one of those, dude. Honestly,
What?
one of those 3 for me. Alex's is the Steve Aoki.
I think my
remix of
favorite
Pursuit of
song-
Happiness,
I don't
apparently.
think it's definitely not one of the best songs of all time. I just kind of like it now.
I just like don't like EDM music
I
at all. I
Dude,
like
I
there was
love
no
EDM.
appeal to me to EDM music.
That's probably why I don't have.
Okay,
any
but
friends.
a lot of the music you listen to, other than stuff that's made before like 1900, I mean,
Max just sits there listening to classical.
I listen to only Mozart and Beethoven.
no, I'm kidding. Stuff that's made before like 2000, like it's got like electronic
Rhythm.
beats in it. Like the majority of it is computer generated music. So
Before then or after?
After. I'm saying after.
guitar.
Yeah, but I don't consider that E EDM.
well, it's not EDM, but I mean, there's EDM in like everything you listen to.
Like Britney
No,
Spears'
no.
"Toxic" is the best
EDM
song
is
of
like
all
a
time.
genre.
Yeah. it
You
is.
say I don't listen to Britney Spears' "Toxic" on the daily.
You don't.
No,
Okay, maybe that's not really a good analogy, but
no, because because I separate EDM and Daft Punk because that's house
well,
music.
because house music
Is
It's
different.
It's a form of EDM. I feel like.
Okay.
No,
okay,
EDM
wait.
is I think.
then I
but
take back
house
what I
music
said.
came before EDM.
I think it goes electronic, and then under that is 2 subcategories that are like
EDM,
EDM and
house.
house.
It's
I agree with that.
What's up
EDM,
there?
house, and trap. I feel like.
Trap is
I feel like trap.
trap is
is-
not like electronic. Trap is
ED
rap.
No,
Trap-
trap is
You
different.
guys ever
Who-
heard Korean trap music?
Ti said he was the founder of trap music, and he's like a full out rapper. He
I-
does not do electronic at all.
I agree. I actually agree with the fact that Ti is kind of the founder of trap music, though.
I mean,
Him and
I
Gucci
get
Mane, dude.
Gucci Mane.
dude.
Gucci
No,
Mane.
that's not even a joke, dude. Ti was like popping forever, dude. Swagger like us? Don't
He-
pretend like that's
no,
not
he
a
was,
smack.
he was.
Dude. No, but I think it's electronic music, and then there's like EDM and house. So weird.
You just
Chris just. Wow, that was so weird.
you
dude.
just suck a
Oh
celery.
my god, what the hell's wrong with you?
I put some.
Sucking like avocado off celery, dude. You
Yeah,
weirdo.
that was good. Okay, back to your question though. So I think that takes care of the best song of all time. I think probably Hotel California.
It's so good,
But,
dude.
like,
You know,
my
there's
favorite
people that
song-
hate that song, dude.
Well, because they're dumb.
Because
It's kind of a sad song though.
But like,
It's about like an LSD trip or
oh,
something.
also,
Like,
what's
it's
another really good one? That Phil Collins one.
In the air tonight.
Yeah, also
Oh,
top
man.
5. I think top 5. That's a good.
Put
song.
it probably in my like top 15. I don't know top 5.
I say top 5.
Well,
Okay,
you gotta
anyway.
think about like Sinatra songs and like
Oh,
Ain't No
Johnny
Sunshine,
Johnny Cash, Walk the Line.
Johnny Cash. You gotta think about like
Bobby Darin, dude.
Elvis.
Like my favorite.
You gotta think about like
artist.
one of the original Elvis songs, the Beatles, like Led Zeppelin. More.
I don't really like the Beatles.
How do you not like the Beatles?
I just don't.
They're very diverse.
Dude, I feel
Like,
like
okay,
you
they
can
make-
find a Beatles song that you like because
No,
they
they-
make every kind
But
of
I've
music.
listened to like a lot of their albums, and I think they make good music. It's just like
Not
not
your
music
thing.
that I want to listen to.
So like you recognize its greatness, but you
Yeah,
don't.
no.
All right, well
Yeah.
that's different.
But,
Like
like,
that's how
okay.
I feel about a lot of people actually.
Yeah.
Like Pink Floyd. That's how I feel like everybody like that likes rock music loves Pink Floyd. I recognize how good it is, but like
yeah, but
I don't listen to
I don't think
Dark
I
Side of the Moon ever.
So like Marilyn Manson, dude.
Yeah, I wouldn't go.
Okay.
I wouldn't go that far. And like no, that's not true.
He's like
It's
local
about-
way.
yeah, dude, like Kurt Cobain, dude.
Shut up, Kurt Cobain.
Okay,
I
but
watched
my
him
favorite
watch Kurt
songs,
Cobain today, actually.
and they're 2 very very different songs. Danzaku Duro,
Oh my
Classic.
gosh.
It's classic.
classic of course, and then Far Alone by G-Eazy. Just because I listen.
Favorite song is a G-Eazy song?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Dude, I remember I used to hate G-Eazy. Like, why do you listen to this trash?
You still love it.
And now
man.
you like-
and then there was a period where I really loved him, and now I'm pretty neutral about him.
I still like him a lot. I literally
like
liked him
Soul
forever,
Stones.
dude.
I just think that like, okay, I think Jeezy's problem is he's a good, right? He's
His
good.
first song I listened to was what's that? The music video? They're like in the pool.
I don't know. But like, okay, what I like about Jeezy.
Let's Get Lost. That's it.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, like the
Take
party.
me
or whatever.
down. Yeah.
Yeah. Jeezy's a good technical rapper. Like he's very good, you know.
Yeah.
But like I feel like he just raps about the same thing in every song. You know.
He
what I
kind
mean?
of does, but
Well, like,
no, not really, because like
But it's always talking about like how he's like fucking the hottest chicks.
not in like Far Alone though. His These Things Happen album. That's a good album. He talks about like raps about like some good stuff. It's not just like
I'd probably have to listen to it again. But like
it's
I
not
just
his
feel like
like-
a lot of his music is that like
his
pretty
his
linear.
music has been like that.
And like that's what I don't
Like the Scary Nights album, as much as I like it, it's
like all about him like doing coke and
Yeah,
then, like
I haven't listened to it.
which
and like
he's
dude, I'm all
cool-
for like if you're an artist like do as much coke and like as many drugs as you want. Like I don't care. You're like
Horrible person.
well, how am I a horrible person?
You're whatever it is.
I'm condoning.
Condoning drugs, dude.
Condoling.
You're condoning.
You're
Yeah, but like
you're
dude, all these guys
drugs, dude.
all semicolon drugs. All these guys do drugs, dude.
Yeah, it's facts.
Definitely.
Like literally all of them
Most
do
likely,
drugs.
yeah, I feel like
I genuinely think that if you're an artist and you do drugs, it makes you a better artist. In a lot of
Casey
cases.
Musgraves, dude. She's
Casey
always
Musgraves
high
is
on
probably
LSD.
like the top 3 hottest people on the face of the planet.
Did you
One-
see
100%
Did you
agree
see
with
what
that.
happened recently?
top
with
2.
her? She
What,
got in
was she
trouble.
like so hot that they were like, wow, that's not even fair anymore?
No, she wore like some kind of dress, and
First of all, already a shame.
they attacked her with cultural appropriation for it or whatever.
Oh yeah, like the Aztec dress.
I don't remember.
Yeah, that was a
what
hot
it
dress.
That was a nice dress.
She's always on LSD
Yeah.
all the time.
You ever see her Instagram stories, dude? They're always like had like that trippy filter and like
Yeah.
all these like rainbow colors. Like,
It's a little intense.
yeah. Do you like her music though? I like it a lot.
I
think it's
okay.
good.
I've heard.
She's a good singer.
I've
dude.
only listened to like 2 or 3 of her songs ever.
What?
Really? Like I just haven't really gotten like listened to it. And there was one that I liked. There was one that I was like, wow, this might be the worst song of all time. Actually.
High Horse. That's the one you told me you hate.
Oh yeah, that they played it on the speakers at school, and I was like, this might be the worst.
I'm
It's
not a
just like
fan.
so.
It's kind of weird.
They played
Like,
something
it's the
other than
same.
Billy Joel at the school.
Yeah, first of all, they should just play only Billy.
I think
Joel.
it's funny because her 2 like best songs are called Rainbow and Butterfly.
That's so
like the
weird.
names of her
It is
songs
so
are just like
strange, dude.
make me kind of ashamed to listen to them. But I mean, they're pretty good.
She's hot, so it's okay.
Yeah.
Forgive
So
you.
There you go.
we'll give you the pass, Casey.
Dude, what's an artist?
Casey
that-
could be our next guest, dude.
Yeah, for sure. Dude. She would definitely come on our show.
She should be like
Chris,
Hannah.
Chris
come in
would
my
like
basement.
Chris would like have an aneurysm if she
just-
walked in his house.
She wasn't. Because she just smiled.
Chris is like, I don't know what to say.
I would, dude.
I would do LSD with Casey Musgraves on the podcast.
I feel like if you take LSD once, it changes your life forever.
Apparently it does.
Dude, I read John Lennon's book, and he talks about the first time he did LSD with George Harrison, and he was talking about like how he did it at like 6 o'clock in the afternoon, and he didn't have memory until like 6 a.m. the next day.
It messes
Like he
out
like
for
he
the
went
rest
to
of
like
your
a
life.
party, and then
We like blacked out the whole time.
like he and then he remember like I remember in the story he talks about like he went to a party with George after they did LSD.
Washington.
Yeah, George Washington. But the next thing he remembered they like he was getting out of the car at his apartment in London. I was like, dude, that's like 12 hours that you just kind of blanked out on.
I don't know.
And then he took it on like his dentist slipped it to him.
What the?
He's
Yeah, like
open
him
your
and George
mouth.
Harrison went to his dentist's house and they were having tea with his dentist and his wife.
And his dentist slipped LSD.
And his dentist was like, "All right, sit down for a few minutes. We're just gonna have tea and like we're gonna show you guys something." And John Lennon thought that they were gonna have like an orgy, like he was gonna say that, and then he slipped them LSD in their tea.
That's so weird. And did they have the orgy or no?
No, they didn't. They
That was the only point.
It's just like, was Casey Musgraves there? Or did they have the orgy? But yeah, dude, that's like it's just like reminds you like what era would you want to live in like of all time?
This one or the future.
This one, I would say the '60s, dude. I want to live in the '60s.
Oh, I did this as my history topic.
Yeah, this is why I remembered it.
Yeah.
What did you pick? Or like was anybody?
Well, actually, we.
Well, honestly, I didn't really pick one, and I guess I could pick one now, but I was the one hosting the discussion.
But like, yeah, but like, what would you pick? Like based on what other people said too.
Well, everybody picked 2000s.
So dumb. I did that discussion last year. I didn't pick the 2000s.
I would not pick the 2000s.
2000s fucking suck, dude.
It's kind of really weird.
You had
Like
Michael
the
Vick.
Soulja
You had
Boy
Michael Vick
confetti,
fighting dogs and shit, dude.
The Soldier Boy's sweatpants.
Soldier Boy. You had the
Oh.
Juicy Couture. As I said, juicy across the ass, dude. Actually, the 2000s might have been the best decade of all time just because of those pants. You had
Yeah,
like
I don't
Paris
know what
Hilton
I'd
was
pick, though.
famous.
I feel like every decade would be pretty cool if you're like a wealthy white male.
That's the like.
Oh
And
yeah,
I don't want to
but
sound
that,
like all like culturally appropriating like gender.
Well,
that's
you're a
whatever.
wealthy white male, so you're not culturally appropriating.
Exactly.
Realistically, yeah. Like
So
people
for
say-
myself, probably like 50s if I was like a greaser, like that'd be pretty cool.
that'd be cool.
Dude, I was thinking like 60s. That's what I would want.
Like the
The
Beatles.
music, like Beatles, Led Zeppelin, late 60s Led
Yeah,
Zeppelin.
but they were all like British and everything. That's when America was
Yeah.
like popping. So.
USA.
Yeah, but they came to America. Plus, like, dude, if you were in the 60s, you could be like in advertising and like be cool, you know, like suits and shit all day. You could smoke and like you didn't think it was bad. It wasn't bad for you because nobody knew it was bad for you, you know?
Yeah.
That's
I
how
feel
that's
like
how
a lot
college
of people
works.
say the 20s just because of like the roaring 20s, but you would have to be the
So
1%.
rich.
You'd have to
Literally
be the
the
1%
1%
to
of the
enjoy it.
The
1%.
entire country was like eating dirt.
Yeah, straight up. That's when the income inequality gap was like the highest.
Yeah.
Okay,
No, I'm
like,
pretty sure it's
it's right
it's
now.
like the
but,
same
like,
right now.
Other
yeah.
than right now, it was the highest then.
Yeah.
It was like because that was like Carnegie and
Yeah, yeah,
Rockefeller.
you literally have to be the
Yeah.
1% to enjoy it.
Yeah,
Dude, that's crazy.
But they
Rockefeller was the
enjoyed it.
richest person ever exist in history.
I don't think that's
Not-
true.
That's
That's not true.
definitely not true.
because
It is
I,
true.
no, because I was
it's
reading
not.
something about like he's the richest American.
America.
Okay, well, American history then, yeah.
That's all that matters.
Yeah,
Fucking
I
USA,
guess.
baby.
Shit. Mansa Musa
I guess
was
you got like
richest
the
man.
Egyptian.
Yeah, wasn't he like
and stuff
worth
that.
trillions or something like that?
He
Like
literally-
estimated.
He literally walked like I remember Mr. Priesty told me that, and I was like, he told me the story, and I was like, that's a cool guy. Like,
Yeah.
he just walks through towns and destroys their inflation just because he hands out so much gold. Like,
yeah,
he
it's super
destroys
cool of
their-
him to destroy the economy of every town he ever walks into.
Like he just
Spends
walks
so much
out
money.
and gives so much gold and destroys their like
economy.
I don't know. what
That's
they
like
do.
socialism, dude.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Oh, all right,
Here
all
we
right,
go.
all right, all right.
Here we go.
But, like he was. That's how rich he was, and he.
So Maximus was basically Bernie Sanders, is what you're saying.
That's basically what he is. Dude. Except
He's like Bernie
Bernie's like on his
Sanders,
deathbed right now.
except he was
He's
still.
fine though. He had a rally.
He was still
I don't know,
John-
man.
no,
he's
he
gonna
just
have a heart
had a
attack and then like.
He's back, bro.
He's
He
back.
bounced back. I don't think anything can kill Bernie Sanders. I literally think Bernie Sanders is gonna live forever.
Yeah.
My mom told me she
Yeah,
was
he's
like,
really down in the polls though right now.
Bernie Sanders had a heart attack, and I was like, oh my god, he died. She was like, no, he's got an event today, and I was
And
like,
he got
oh.
on stage the next day.
I was like, okay, what?
And then he went through the
He literally
debate,
did the whole
yeah.
debate, yeah.
He did
what
debate.
a guy.
And he was like the leader in it, wasn't he? No, it was someone else.
I don't
He's
know,
down
but I
in the
think he's in
polls.
like
I think
sixth or
Biden's
something.
gonna win. He's in sixth.
No.
He's
Maybe
definitely in third.
Maybe he's in like fourth.
He's definitely in third.
But it's Warren right now.
Warren, Biden,
Buttigieg.
Sanders. Buttigieg is not in front of Sanders, bro.
No, I don't think so. But he's like
Shut
Buttigieg is like
Shut up.
somewhere around the same position.
Shout out Pete
as Bernie.
Buttigieg though. But you know, wasn't Simone Bolivar or whatever his name is?
Simone Bolivar,
Yeah,
the Bolivian.
yeah, he was really rich because he had the oil, right? Not the oil, the rubber. Who was the rubber guy in the Congo?
Those that was the Dutch.
Yeah, the Dutch guy. What was his name?
Belgians. Oh no, it was
Oh,
Belgium.
the Michelin
It wasn't.
Man.
No, it wasn't.
Not
it
the
wasn't
Michelin Man.
Oh, it was
Oh,
Belgians.
Mr. Clean.
It was the Belgians because the Belgians in the. Congo.
No, there was one guy that we learned about.
Oh, this is the king.
I don't remember his
He
name.
wasn't that rich, but
He was rich, bro.
they were horrible. They were horrible people to the Congo.
All rich people are horrible people, bro. That's why
But they
they're
would
rich.
cut off people's hands if they didn't have enough rubber or
I'm gonna
whatever.
cut off your hands, dude.
I'd eat yours. I'd eat your hand first.
Oh, that's weird.
That's fucking weird. My hands, dude. What the hell, bro? You're
Dude, I
cannibal
think-
now?
Hands are such a weird part of the body. They can do
They're like
so.
little arms, dude. They're like
My
little
hand
arms
is
that
little
come from your like.
No, but
from
like,
your
actually,
arm,
the
it
amount
just
of
gets
stuff that your
little.
hands have been through, like,
Yeah,
like
This is the worst podcast.
Does
Bro.
my-
All we're talking about how our hands are little arms.
dude, it's facts though.
I guess.
Because you can't like.
Not really
it's like
at
the
all,
same thing
though.
as fingers, dude. You can't bend them that far.
You're
Makes sense.
so stupid.
You can curl your fingers. And you can curl your arm.
You can also curl like everything else in your body. Are your legs just arms too? Then
basically,
Your whole body is arms if you.
your body's like a tree, where the
but
bran-
only arms.
wherein the branches are arms, and the
Your legs
branches
are
are
the
branches, which are more arms.
But you also have a trunk, which you can also curl by doing sit-ups.
Your body's a tree, but if the tree was only branches.
It's the first time I've ever used a wherein in a sentence.
Aware?
Jesus Christ.
Like WHEREIN.
Oh.
That's a pretty cool word. I should use that more.
Thus, we can conclude.
Thus, we can conclude how to get 100% of your essay. Thus,
I hate all those transition words.
further, no, the best, furthermore,
I
or
use-
moreover.
Moreover.
Moreover is
That's
the
my
classic
go-to.
one.
That's my go-to. Because
Oh,
it's like kind of ambiguous. Like it doesn't really mean like
and nobody knows what it means. This is
Exactly.
You can
why.
use it however you want.
you can use it to like transition to the next thing, or you can use it as like a concluding thing, or like whatever you want.
So stupid.
You know what's the
There's a lot of
weirdest
ways to
word
go
I've
with
ever put in an essay?
What?
Hogwash.
Shut the fuck up.
Where
You said
did
that
you ever
once.
use that word?
I don't even. I just. It was in one of it was like a personal essay about your opinion or whatever. I was like, it's a bunch of. Are you done recording?
No. What did you? What? Continue what you were saying. What did you?
And I said it was like a bunch of hogwash.
That's such a dumb word.
It is, but I can't think of anything. I thought it was funny.
What did you turn that into?
Mrs. Ford. She
Mrs.
liked
Ford
it.
was definitely like, this kid just Googled this word halfway through his essay.
No, I knew what it meant, but.
Remember when Smith was our sub?
I hate,
Dude, everybody hates Smith now. Rip Smith. Rip Bradford. Did you hear that?
dude, you got a competition, Max.
Who? Who is that?
Grace Madagascar.
Oh no, we talked about this today.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Grace talked about her starting the film Instagram today.
Are you both doing it?
Well, I have one and she also has one. We're not like competing.
It's
Competition.
it's a competition.
Alright, it might be a little bit of a competition. But she's already like developed pictures. I haven't yet.
So she's winning the competition.
Well, she had a head start by like 3 years, so I would hope she's winning. I'm
You know
coming
what
for
that sounds like to me?
top spot.
An excuse.
Sure, it's an excuse. She takes cool pictures. She takes cool pictures.
Asha, is that my sweater?
It is?
Yeah, it was on my hanger.
Did you get Common Project boots?
I
Oh, those are
wish.
mine.
Oh, they're cool.
Thank you.
Oh yeah. Asha, you want to be in our podcast? It's our first episode.
You guys are making a podcast?
It's already being made.
We're 55 minutes in.
55 minutes in.
Dude, I checked. I was like, oh my god, we've been talking for this long. So yeah, this one has been substantially less eventful than any of our lunchroom podcasts.
So I don't know. Should we conclude this or?
I don't want to make it a Joe Rogan where it's 3 hours long.
Oh, I'm not talking for. I'm so hungry.
I think
dude.
an hour is good enough.
No
one's
Maybe
gonna
we should get
listen.
some food then.
We gotta get some food. I'm hungry.
I might go home.
Concluding remarks.
Oh, it's past Alex's bedtime. It's 8:03.
Oh,
Gotta get him home. Including remarks. Best song of all time. Chris.
I'm not. I'm not like solid on it, but Hotel California.
Just for variety, I'll say Stairway to Heaven, and Alex is
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
I will have to go with that.
He's going Bohemian Rhapsody.
Let's see what's on Rolling Stones 500. What's
Oh, here we go. I like where this is going actually. So those are all ours. Even though I definitely put like "Ain't No Sunshine" by Bill Withers up there. You know.
No.
You know that song?
No.
You know
my
that song?
couch? I just scrolled with.
I'm not gonna sing
Oh
it.
wait, I'll just search it up. For
Dude,
you.
the Rolling Stone website actually sucks so bad.
Okay.
What is it?
Give me a second.
Number one. Should we try to guess it? Imagine is definitely high up though.
Oh, Imagine Dragons. Yeah, number one.
Yeah, they're really good. They make good music for sure. They definitely make music for more than just 6-year-old girls. Same thing with 21 Pilots. Actually, 21 Pilots used
Dude,
to be good.
they used to be good, but
my
did
brother
you
saw
listen-
them in Detroit when he was in high school,
Wow.
like when they were like
That's cool.
playing at a 500-person arena, and now they like headline Lava.
But dude, you know that last album they put out that was like yellow and black or
I've
something?
I've literally never listened to a full 21
It's not good.
Pilots.
I'll
album
bet you
other than
you
this
guys can't get the top 5. Guess any song that's in the top 5. Actually,
Are there any
you can't guess 3 of them.
Are there any Beatles songs?
I don't think so. Oh, there's a John Lennon song.
Dude, my stomach's
The
starting
John
to hurt
Lennon
from
song is
this
Imagine.
Avocado celery mixture here.
It's because you've been eating it for 55 minutes straight.
Yeah, I have been doing that, but I haven't made a big dent in this avocado thing.
I think it was
Guacamole.
full when you opened it. What do you mean?
It was,
bro?
but like you guys.
There's
had
like
it.
1 scoop left.
I did not have that much.
I had 0.
Okay, well, stop.
Stop. Stop making fun of me for eating.
All right.
All right, give us a hint.
I'll tell you the artist if that's what you guys want.
Yeah.
You guys have to guess the song. Number 5 is Aretha Franklin.
Don't
God.
even know who that is.
Are you serious? Is it
Who-
Respect?
Yeah, it is. Number 4 is Marvin Gaye.
Oh, okay.
What's going on?
Number 3, John Lennon.
Imagine.
Number 2. This one actually confused me. I don't know this one. It's the Rolling Stones. Obviously, they put their song number 2.
The Rolling Stones?
The Rolling Stones.
You know that the Rolling Stone magazine has nothing to do with the Rolling Stones.
It does, because
right?
they have the same name. That's
no,
why.
not how that works. Just
Alright, well,
is it?
Maybe they're live.
It's a Rolling Stone song?
It is a Rolling Stone song.
Oh, I know what number 1 is actually.
Okay,
Is it like a Rolling Stone by Bob Dylan?
Yeah.
Yeah. Number 2. Is it Can't Get No Satisfaction?
Yes, sir.
Really? Hot take. fucking hate that song, dude. Oh,
Yo, sauce me that sauce.
ew, it's gross. I hate that song with a passion. Actually, I think it's like not their best song.
Yeah, guys, I'm actually getting kind of hungry right now.
Pretty fucking hungry.
So,
Yeah, man, I'm getting home.
It's a good British accent.
so I think it's a good idea to conclude this.
conclude deep. Oh, so
To
racist.
conclude
We can't
this
do that.
podcast.
We can't do
Maybe
that.
we should.
What do you mean you can't do that?
We can't do that one.
Well, then we're going to
Hey,
think.
What you mean we can't do
Oh,
that?
Jesus
Well,
Christ.
shoot.
Alex,
Yeah,
Alex
well,
went.
shoot.
Somehow Alex picked a more racist accent than the one Chris was doing.
All right,
I feel
guys.
like a more.
Well, we're at 59 minutes and 46 seconds.
We
I
are
say
perfect.
let's make it an hour.
Exactly 1
Make
hour.
it 1 hour.
Exactly 1 hour.
Thanks for
Alright,
listening, guys. Remember to drop a lamp emoji in your Instagram story if you're a day
Well, you can't
one
say
and
that
you
at the
made it
end,
this
'cause
Hey,
far.
then-
Alex, we got 3 seconds left. 3. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Bye.
Thank you.